Didn't turn the volume up, which would be good.
Colin.
Mike the 8-Man was my favorite guy with Racist Dave and everything.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'm still
And
friends
then I
with
started
Racist
listening to
Dave.
PTR exclusively, and then Colin, you're the guy.
And now, back to PTR Radio with Colin.
Good evening and welcome everybody to PTR Radio here on the fabulous interweb. It's another great night. It's not a great night, which is why the first thing we're going to do is not go to the bar, because the bar is full of crap. But we are going to mix a drink. And Mike, I believe, has had a similar day. So while I pull up the recipe for what I'm going to mix here in front of my computer with very limited space, so it's bound to be a disaster.
I was going to say, I'm sure that this will be fine.
Yeah, nothing could possibly go wrong with sticky alcohol, hard liquor, and a very limited amount of space. Just to give you an idea, this is currently what I'm working with. All right, that's how much space I have. So
Got plenty of room.
Yeah, not much. So Mike, what are you drinking this evening?
Well, I am starting with a brewed with Amarillo from Cypress Brewing in Edison. And then we're going to finish up with ginger ale and ginger whiskey.
Oh.
As that's chilling because, well, I've decided I don't like my liver.
I get you. So I decided I don't like my liver even more than you don't like yours, because
this is not a comparison game. Just FYI, I'm not.
Well, so I'm, but
this isn't like anything you can do, I can do better kind of thing. I'm just saying.
Well, it kind of is, because mine starts with a little bottle, so just Cook's champagne, because I told my wife, I'm like, a lot of cocktails I have use champagne, but there's no way I want to drink a whole bottle of champagne on a Monday night. It's, the show's a celebration. It's not that big of a celebration, though, right?
Is there ever any night where you'd want to drink an entire bottle of champagne?
Well, there are
I'm
some.
not saying that much alcohol, just saying, champagne's okay, but...
Yeah,
champagne is the perfume of alcohols. It's fantastic going down, but it's horrible when it comes back up.
Yeah, so you need, for this recipe, you need about 4.5 ounces or about 3/4 of I'm using a martini flute of that. So in my little bottle here, that's about half of that. All right, and then the kicker is absinthe is next.
Oh, here we go.
That's where the pain comes in for this particular drink. You need a shot of that. So, and this particular drink is called Death in the Afternoon. A nice cheery name. And also in that glass I had, you can use simple syrup, or if you want to be more traditional, you can use a sugar cube.
So FYI, Cisco is listening in. He's got vodka mixed with Minute Maid Tropical Punch.
Oh, okay.
That's what we have various names for that, but... And go Bolts. Yes, I know. Tampa Bay Lightning made it to the Stanley Cup Finals. He's all about that.
It's pretty.
It's pretty. Looks kind of like Hawaiian Punch, but it's cool.
It tastes like mouthwash. I'll be completely honest. It tastes like mouthwash.
Well, listen. That is why you don't drink absinthe. Because you wind up making out with your sister.
Only in the movies.
Well, everything that happens in the movies is real life.
It's based on real life.
I used to think that anyway.
Yeah. So
I'm afraid to ask what movie that is, but
It's Euro Trip,
oh, okay.
which gave us one of the best songs ever, which is Scotty Doesn't Know.
And it was the first of many uncredited cameos by one Matt Damon.
Yes. Yeah, and now I think he just makes cameos.
That's all he does.
Yeah, I don't think he makes any more real movies. I think he just makes cameos.
That is all he does. I literally one of the movie reviews, not this week, maybe one of next week's movies, because I started since we're going to go back to back.
Yeah.
I made it a point. We gotta pick the movies early,
Yeah.
because 2 movies in a week, especially now in the summertime, it just don't work. So one of the movies I watched, I actually believe I put in my review, Matt Damon better not make a goddamn cameo in this movie. That's all I'm going to say.
Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with the show and don't know what we're talking about here, during the last half hour of the show, the 2-hour show, we will review 2 movies that were recommended to us by Netflix, Amazon, Prime, YouTube, etc., based upon our previous viewing history. And we've got a pretty colorful viewing history at this point.
Colorful, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
a nice way to put
way
it.
to put it.
In
The
fact,
gene pool just keeps getting more and more polluted.
yeah. So this evening's movies that we'll be reviewing are Valentine, The Dark Avenger, and Dinosaur Island. So that's, yeah. We'll be talking about them, and you'll be listening, and you'll want to know if you should bother. Because we're looking for the diamonds in the rough on these guys, right? So there may be something out there worthwhile. You won't know until we talk about it. But speaking of songs in movies, Mike, like Scotty Doesn't Know in Euro Trip, there's some breaking news, really, that is it's exciting. It's definitely lighting the world on fire. Potentially it itself should be set on fire. We're not quite sure yet. But I guess Vin Diesel is excited about a potential project. Now, I can tell you, I have seen Vin Diesel in a similar project already once.
You're not talking about The Pacifier, are you?
Yes, I am.
Good Lord.
That fine film of his, a takeoff on Suburban Commando.
You mean a ripoff of Suburban Commando?
Yeah. So I think a far superior version, if I do say so myself. But Vin Diesel is evidently been approached and is talking about a Fast and the Furious musical.
Listen, let me make this perfectly clear, people. Here's the problem. Y'all started with the live musicals like Grease and Christmas Story Live and Hairspray Live and all. And now you think you could just make everything a damn musical. Listen to me. No, you can't. How you gonna make a musical about driving cars? How?
What if they did like I Can't Drive 55?
What? I live my life a quarter mile at a time. How can I end this song in a rhyme? The gears shift, I hope they don't grind.
My car's so good it stops on a dime.
This just cannot happen. Oh, by the way, toy me, man, because this.
It's on.
All
It's
right.
on.
I just. Yeah. Say he meant to say out. He's been drinking. We know this. No, we don't need a Fast and Furious musical. First of all, if you go out there, there's some There is some video of Vin Diesel trying to dance because one of the Fast and Furious trailers got like a million views or something, and so he's dancing, and it might as well be like Drake in the Cosby sweater, just.
But well, we know how well he danced in Triple X, right? I mean, he didn't really. Yeah, he's fairly wooden, you know.
There's not a need, and y'all, of course, y'all know my take on musicals.
But Ludacris is going to help write it, I'm sure.
I don't give a rat's ass, okay? Ludacris is going to help write it. Yeah, he helped write the last Fast and Furious, and guess what? They went to space.
I don't know. I haven't watched anything after the first one.
You've already watched the worst one.
The first one was okay.
Yeah, but it's not even close to being the same.
The first one was all about street racing.
Yeah.
Illegal street racing and hijacking of tractor-trailers, of VCRs.
It had Paul Rudd in it. It was fine.
They stole VCRs. Now they go to space.
Yeah, they're stealing the moon buggy.
So, yes, okay. So Tyrese can actually sing. He was Robopine on The Masked Singer, for those who don't follow along. He can actually sing. He's had an album out. So, okay, fine. Somebody actually, and yes, the damn new one hit 70 million this opening weekend, which, I don't know. Are we officially out of the pandemic stage of box office? I don't know.
I don't know either.
AMC is officially reopening the A-list on the 1st. So,
okay,
as far as AMC is concerned, everything's a go.
Okay. So, I guess not quite yet, because July 1st will be. So, yeah, you know what? This was planned. They pulled up the release date so that they could claim that there was no way they could get beaten for the biggest pandemic opening of a movie. That's a Vin Diesel, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson type move. Is The Rock in this one, or is he too busy off there doing Calvin and Hobbes with Jason Statham?
He did the Jungle movie, and he did the other movie. I mean, he's got a Red movie out with Ryan Reynolds. He's the highest paid actor in Hollywood right now, and he's hawking tequila, and he's got his TV show, and he's
But no, Vin Diesel and The Rock do not get along, so they're probably just going to be doing
squash
separate.
that beef.
It's I'd say it's partially squashed, but not. It's not like they're going out drinking together.
According to celeb news, Vin Diesel and The Rock are not brothers. How many people think Vin Diesel and The Rock are brothers? I mean, for crying out loud. There's no way they're brothers. No. How many people could possibly know that they're brothers?
So, and I mean, they brought in John Cena, no less, for this last one. Like that's like a sign that your series is jumping the shark. Because when you bring John Cena in, that I get him in because The Rock's not. Is The Rock in this one? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Honestly, I don't even care.
No,
there's too many other good movies coming out that
Yeah.
I'll wait for this one to hit HBO Max or whatever the hell is going to hit.
Well, there's that Chris Pratt one, that Future War or whatever it is. That looks interesting.
The Tomorrow War.
Yeah, that one.
Yes. I believe I was waiting because a link. I don't know if a link to that is actually available, but I may have added that to the sheet.
You know, it looked interesting. Yeah, there are definitely some interest. There's a new Transformers movie coming out, and somebody different was gonna voice Optimus Prime. Who was it gonna be? It was who the hell was it? Optimus Prime voice. Because I just read that. Because Peter Claver Cullen had traditionally voiced him, but that's changing.
Sorry,
I can't find it.
I lost my connection there for a second. I apologize.
No, I'm trying to. Liam Neeson did him for a while. That was
As Optimus Prime,
I get. Yeah.
Ron Perlman.
Yeah, Ron Perlman. That's it. Yeah, I read that today in a headline.
Oh, in what Beast, whatever? Because they're doing the Beast. Wars, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so is he going to be Optimus Primal? Yes, Optimus Primal.
Mm-hmm.
The gorilla, the best Optimus.
So yeah, no, the new Suicide Squad is coming out.
That one, another John Cena vehicle, but Nathan Fillion's in it, so.
Yeah, there's a new Spider-Man movie coming out, which I don't know. There's Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings. That trailer looked interesting.
Okay, that trailer does look interesting, but it was ruined for me when I saw Aquafina was in it.
The Eternals, again, looks like an interesting movie.
Turtles?
The
Eternals.
Eternals.
They're making another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. I was like, what?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were making another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie.
I'm extremely curious to see what happens with the Eternals. So I watched WandaVision, and now I started watching Loki.
Yeah.
And Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I'm curious to see how this all ties together. The one I'm really curious to see is Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yep, that's another one that's coming out soon. And Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness. That's a 2022. But Venom 2 is supposed to be coming out.
That's going to be awesome.
And Black Widow's coming out soon.
Suppose I'm also hearing that one of the rumors, I forget which one of the Marvel movies that they're filming, but it might have been Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man one, but I believe they're actually bringing Charlie Cox's Daredevil into it.
Oh,
there's some serious, and he actually was. In my opinion, he was the best of the Netflix Marvel characters. And if there was any that I wanted to see crossover, it'd be him. What I don't like about Marvel is they pretty much just wiped all of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. from the timeline.
Yeah.
And I loves me some Quake, and I wanted to see her come in, but whatever.
Ghostbusters Afterlife. That's been teased for, a year and a half now?
Yeah.
I definitely want to see that. It's supposed to come out here shortly. And the other one that I just started seeing trailers for was Snake Eyes.
Yes.
They're getting into the G.I. Joe Origins now, which is interesting because the Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origin deviates significantly from what was set up as canon in the G.I. Joe, the other G.I. Joe movie.
Well, there was no other G.I. Joe movie.
Well, there were two other G.I. Joe movies.
No. Those were like Jaws 3. We don't speak of them.
I didn't mind, Magic Mike in the first one. I thought he was
the first one was fine. The second one,
I did.
Again, The Rock
okay.
came in and said, I'm going to be the superstar here and screw you all.
You didn't like Bruce Willis's part in that one? Because I thought going through the house was kind of funny.
Let me tell you something. I would have much rather had General Hawk with Dennis Quaid back than have Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis on one of his contractual obligations.
Yeah, true.
Morbius. That's that the bad guy from?
Yeah, that's
Spider-Man.
That's the Bat one. That's the guy who's got like
that's right. Okay.
Glass disease, and he's And the Kingsman movie is coming out too.
Another one?
It's the origin story of the Kingsman.
Yeah, it's the one that's been delayed
origin story.
It's a prequel.
I have a problem with that because it's British.
My wife is so mad. So we watched we watched all of the great British baking shows. And then now we just finished up last night rewatching the most recent episode or the most recent season of the Great British Baking Show. Cuz like we watched it and then we went back and we watched from the beginning. And you know, after we watched 11 seasons, we forgot what the most recent one was, so we rewatched it. And I told her, I'm like, "Well, I hate to tell you this, but the 2021 one hasn't been shot yet or hasn't been, released. And even when it has been released, Neil, the long-haired guy who was in the IT crowd, is not in it in the 2021 episodes." She's like, "What?"
No, Noah Fielding.
Yeah, Noah Fielding.
Noah Fielding will be there for the actual full bake-off. He wasn't there for the celebrity specials.
Oh, okay, good. Because he was on paternity leave.
Yes, he was on paternity leave for the celebrity specials, but I believe he's supposed to be back. I mean, I haven't checked recently. It may be things that's changed, but I think he was supposed to be back for the real show.
Because we really loved the two, Mel and whatever her name is that started it off.
Yep.
We couldn't stand the little short British girl that worked with Noel in the middle, but we really loved Noel and Matt.
Okay. So here's what I have to say about Sandy. Okay.
Yeah.
That is not her real accent.
Yeah. Well, we didn't like her.
She speaks in an English accent because she spends most of her time on English television. Her real accent is American.
Well, it didn't matter.
So that was like me when I spent a month down in the Carolinas. I picked up the Carolina accent. So what you're telling me is not to spend any extended amount of time in Britain because I will hate myself.
Yeah, or Scotland,
or
Ireland.
No, Scotland would be phenomenal. I would love to talk like a Scot all the time. That's a beautiful thing. The trick there is to just talk through your fucking nose. That's it.
Oh God, this is really bad. This drink is horrible.
Have you and Andy watched the Celebrity Bake-Offs?
No, we haven't.
Okay, so you have something to watch at least.
Yeah, because she's like, "What are we going to watch after this?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
MasterChef Australia.
I don't know. She really likes the comedic element. That's why she likes it.
Listen to me. Australia is right below Britain at this point in my life.
It's got everything to kill you in Australia. That's why I don't know that I like it.
Well,
okay.
You all will understand once we get to the movie reviews, but Australia has moved just below Britain as far as hatred.
Know. I really am hating Japan right now, or China, one of those two.
Why?
I don't know.
China. I specifically. Well, there's one town. But anyway.
So, all right.
Watch the 3 spin-offs. If she wants the humor.
Right.
Watch the 3 spin-offs of Bake Off.
Okay.
Pottery, sewing, and Bake Off Professionals.
Okay. Father's Day occurred while we were off, and my daughter, she thinks of the show when she gets me gifts. So she said, "Here, I got you a game. I thought it would be great for the radio show." I love her. So she got me a game called BuzzFeed's Listicles, the game of ridiculously random lists. All right. So what this is let's see, where's the instructions so that I can. All right. So this is really easy. Object. Choose a category. Fire up the big beautiful brain of yours. Make a list and win some sweet, sweet imaginary points. The more creative the answer, the better. So this is. We're not going to play exactly by this because we're not going to do all the rounds. But the idea is that you read a category on the card out loud and place it where everybody can see it. Then you have a certain number of seconds to write a list of items for the category until the time runs out. Players may only have a maximum of 7 items on their list. Okay, so 7 items. That's all you can do. 7 items. All right. You'll be rewarded with points if your answers do not match anyone else's.
I know this game. What is it? What?
So this is called Listicles. It's a little bit different. There's another game where you try to match. This is one where you try not to match.
Oh, I've played this game before, but okay.
Okay, so you get 7 items, and so I'll just pick a card at random, and the card is Things Men Call Their Junk. Things men call their junk, and we will do a 30-second timer. All right, and you guys have already gotten a head start, so that'll be okay.
I was just writing down what it was.
Yep, things men call their junk. Okay. And you at home can play along as well. Just put your list into a post, and we will read it and see if you guys match any of us as well. All right, that's 30 seconds. All right. All right, I only got 3 because I was too busy doing everything else. So, all right.
And I froze up too. I was like,
All right, so I got balls.
Got it.
Got it. Okay. Sack.
Got it.
Nads. No, I got one. Wow, that was amazing. Okay. Mike, what do you got?
I got package.
Do you got that one, Colin? You got nothing. You got the category name.
Okay.
All right.
I actually got distracted as you were asking the question with a team message from work. So I was just like, I'm still thinking about, was the system going down?
Okay.
Sorry about that.
What else did you get, Mike?
Berries.
Oh, good one.
Twigging berries. I went unconventional and I said things guys call their junk. I said junk,
Yep.
figuring none of you would take the obvious route.
Yep.
And then I also said cock and dick, but I think those don't
Those aren't-
actually qualify because it's
No,
not
no.
the package itself.
Right.
So, okay.
All right. So you got 2. I got 1.
I got 3.
Oh, yeah. You got 3. Yep. Sorry. All right.
Okay, I think I'll be in the right mental space to actually have it answer this time.
Okay.
Now that I know that the system isn't going down on me.
All right. Mike, did we get any
All right,
good
so-
text messages that time around?
No, I don't. I'm not watching the.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
But there's nothing through vMix, so no.
All right. All right. Next one. 30-second timer. Things you might see emblazoned on a tank top. Things you might see emblazoned on a tank top. All right.
This is harder than I thought
Yeah.
to get 7
Yeah.
right and actually
Well,
write them down.
And I lowered the timer down. The timer is normally 90 seconds.
Okay.
I took it down to 30 so that we didn't have quite so much dead air. So
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I might do a
before you
better
go.
job of 90
Yeah.
seconds. 30 seconds, I'm like,
So-
a thread?
So I got one answer.
All right. Go ahead. I
the
call
previous one.
mine exciting. All right. Okay, Colin, we'll go first with you. Things you might see emblazoned on a tank top.
Okay, so there's that one picture that keeps showing up on Facebook of a girl who says that not everything's so small in Florida or something like that. I can't remember the
No,
picture.
I don't have
okay,
any
so-
reference to anything small.
So I wrote down saying about boobs. So I don't know
Yeah, I think
if
pretty
that
much, yeah.
technically is the same
Yeah,
thing as Collins.
Yes.
I think that's. Were you talking about self boobs or somebody else's boobs there, Mike?
Yes.
All right. So I think that's a match. I'll call that a match.
Yeah.
Anything else, Colin?
Yeah. Thread and fabric.
Thread. No, I don't. I don't have anything that matches that. All right.
That's what I have.
All right. Mike, how about you?
Sun's out, guns out.
Oh, I got that one. Yep. All right.
Damn. Professional sports team logo.
Nope, I don't have that one.
Name of a gym.
Nope, I don't have that one.
And then my last one was just numbers, thinking like an NBA.
Like a jersey.
type
Yeah. No,
jersey.
I don't have that one either.
Okay.
So mine was the bitch fell off, thinking it was like on the back, like a biker.
Okay.
Welcome to the gun show. And no wife, no life. But that one's probably so random. I don't know that I've ever seen that one actually. So I'll just take 2 on that one. All right, and then we'll do one more round here. I'll pick from the other pile. No, we're not going to do that one. Things that would get you sent to the principal's office. Things that would get you sent to the principal's office. All right, that's 30 seconds.
All right.
All right, I ended up getting 5 in that time.
Me too.
All right, so Mike, we'll go first with you.
Okay. Sleeping.
I do not have that. Colin, do you have that?
No, I don't have that one either.
All right.
Cursing.
I don't have that. Colin? All right.
Smacking the nerd in front of you.
I have
I
bullying.
have fighting.
I don't think
Okay.
that's fighting, because fighting it does both. But I have bullying, which I think that kind of
Okay.
goes into.
Okay. Mooning the teacher.
I definitely don't have that.
Whipping your package out.
Okay, so you went front
What
and
those
back
two-
side.
I don't know. You almost self-matched there.
And grabbing the teacher's boobs.
Okay. You went sexual harassment all the way around, didn't you?
You got to go with your strengths. I mean,
All right. So I went with fighting. So Colin, you and I match on that at least. Skipping school.
I have tardy.
Okay, I think that matches.
no.
Nope.
Tardy's being late.
Okay,
Skipping
so-
school is not even going.
Okay, skipping is separate from tardy. Okay.
That's truant. Yes, you're correct.
Okay. Cherry bomb in the toilet. We're going 50s there. All right. And outfit choice. Given our previous stories, I figured that, dress code violations.
I decided to go exactly with the one from before. It said shirt with boobs.
Sure with boobs. Okay, so outfit choice is out. All right, so I got 2 that time. All right. So, Colin, what do you have that's unique?
Okay, I have spitballs,
Oh, good one.
tardy.
Mhm.
The other 2 we already matched, and pretending to be a teacher.
Well, somebody was thinking back to the movies.
Yep. So that is listicles from BuzzFeed. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's a good
That is
game
a pretty
to play.
cool one.
So, and you see they range all the way from family friendly to not quite so much. So we'll have to play that one again. Between that one and Ask the Internet, from Barstool, I think those are pretty fun. So I was like it because we don't play
So-
games all the time.
So Shaggy, we didn't talk about this one yet. You had an experience a couple months ago putting smart switches in your house, right?
Yeah, in fact, I'm on vacation next week, and my plan is to not only build a headboard for my bed, but also to finish the smart switch installation around the house because I have still some more left to do. But I really enjoy it because, it allows me to then not have to get up in the middle of the night when I realize I left the light on. I can just do it from my phone, or I can talk to my voice assistant and tell her to do it instead, like a good little maid.
So I'm getting criticized because apparently some of my stuff. Well, listen, to get expelled, you have to go to the principal's office first.
Yeah.
All right? I'm just saying. So
And Juan, you have to realize back in the day when we were in school, they still did whoopings. All right, so
I graduated with Juan.
With Juan.
Cisco and I graduated together, so
Okay.
he knows. But
Oh, thank
but
God
seriously,
that-
dude,
that drink is
but
gone.
Listen to me. Seriously, you know damn well there were at least a few teachers at our high school that you would have gotten expelled for. You know this. Anyway,
oh, I know there was
So-
there was one particular that I volunteered to be a teacher's assistant for that I would have grabbed her boobs had I been known.
There was one particular teacher at our school who I thought was hot until I found out that she was actually the older sister of one of our classmates. At which point I was like, "Oh, that's a little weird." So no.
No, that just makes
Anyway.
it hotter, really, because then you think
No.
about, can I get both?
No, no, and trust me, there was no way that was ever going to happen. Because in high school, I was not nearly the model of coolness that I am now. So
I
let's be
think
real
the
clear
sa-
about that
I
one.
think the same thing. I'm like, I wasn't nearly as sexy as I am today. I mean, I really grew into my faith. So, you know.
Anyway, so back to smart switches. Yeah, so I undertook a project that was 13 years in the making. Yeah, we bought the house 13 years ago. And the lights on either side of the garage never worked. And
now,
no idea.
You just had to replace a light bulb, or what was the deal? I mean.
Oh, no. Listen, I replaced light bulbs. It's the fact that there was no electric run to them.
Hold
now,
on.
I knew at some point
there was fixtures there, right?
There were fixtures, and there were wires behind the fixtures.
Did they have like the old oil lamps where you had to go out with like a lighter and light them? What was the deal? If there was fixtures, wasn't there electricity?
At some point between the fixture and where the power was, the wire was disconnected. And it just never.
Somebody put a nail through it. What's the deal here, Mike? How did it?
So
was it you? Did you cause a problem? Did you cut the wire?
Nope. So I go and I a piece as I'm cleaning out some of the stuff in the garage. I accidentally pulled down some insulation because the garage is like kind of finished, but there isn't like sheetrock everywhere. There was insulation in random spots.
Okay.
So I happened to pull down some of the insulation. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. What's this? It's a junction box.
Oh, that's a big no-no. No hidden
look.
Junction boxes.
I happened to look, and, well, technically it wasn't hidden. But I happened to look, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That wire goes to the light. Wait a second. That wire goes down to the switch. There's a switch box. So I found the wires. The boxes were about as shallow as they ever made electrical boxes.
Yeah, I have some of those.
All right. So I had to get an extension ring in order to mount a switch. Now, why did I go with a smart switch? Because I didn't want to have to manually turn these lights on and off.
Yep.
And they were on the same circuit as other lights in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
So, because the last lights to be put up in this house, and they have a smart switch. But these smart switches are brilliant.
Yep, they are.
Because all I had to do was set the app, turn on, sunset, turn off, sunrise. I never have to look at this again.
Yep. Exactly. It's wonderful. I have my whole house set to turn off all the lights at 10 o'clock. So if I go to bed early and I leave the lights on and the whole damn house is lit up like a Christmas tree, I'm laying in bed and suddenly my light turns off at 10 o'clock and I go, oh, I should be in nighty-night time right now. It's time to go to sleep.
I don't
know.
Well, actually,
it's like my house telling me, "Hey, dummy, close your eyes."
Well, no, I don't go that far. I have various. Like, here's the problem that I've run into now. I have no less than 4 different smart brands in my house.
See, I kept to one brand.
I wish I had done that. The problem is Amazon, in their infinite wisdom, decides to do the freebie stuff, different brands every Prime Day.
Well, let me put it this way.
So I have an LIFX bulb that I have to. Oh, and another side note, I went ahead and I redid the Wi-Fi in the house so that all of these Internet of Things
are one
connected
thing
to a guest network. That will never interface with the rest of my networks. And Kim's like, well, what's the guest network called? I said security-sector 7.
Yep. So I
what's the password? I'm not telling you the password over the air.
You don't need to know that.
But you don't need to know that. Don't worry about it.
So
you don't need to connect to it.
So I do have a couple of different brands, but they're all managed through the Smart Life app. So everything is in one single app, and I can timer, and I can schedule and do everything within a single app. So that makes my life easy.
So here's what I got. I have the different brands I have. The smart switches are TP-Link, Casa.
Okay. Yep. Casa. Yep.
Because
Yep.
Prime Day.
Yep.
I have eTech City smart outlets.
Okay.
I have LIFX smart bulb. I have an Amazon plug that came with something on Prime Day a couple of years ago.
Probably
I have
an
no
Echo
idea.
or something,
I don't remember.
yeah.
Don't remember. And I have some off-brand that uses that Smart Life thing, which is an outdoor smart plug thing.
I have
that we use in the winter to turn the outdoor cat beds on and off.
Yeah, so I actually bought these, outlets to put outside.
I thought about smart outlets, yeah, but
so that I can turn my lights in the pergola on and off remotely. Because otherwise I got to get on a ladder and I got to plug them in and unplug them. So that's specifically why I bought these. Otherwise, I don't bother with smart outlets. I just put in the smart switches. And I've got tons of Casa switches running around the house. And the reason why I went with them is because their 2-way or 3-way switches were cheaper than anybody else. And I have a ton of 3-way switches in my house. So that's why I did that. But then I have now started to do these guys, the RGB strips. So also during my vacation, I get to finish, because I started putting these up in the kitchen, running them along where you would normally have soffits along the top of the cabinets. We don't have soffits. We just have the crown molding and then a space to the ceiling. So I put one up, and it looks really cool. And then I'm going to put them on the foot, the baseboard, the kick plate, and I'm going to do that around the whole kitchen as well as the island. Put them on the kick plate and tie them all together.
Now, the kick plate I understand, because that will help you from stubbing your toe at night. But I see, and I thought about doing outdoor, but that would involve because for the Christmas lights, I was doing all smart plugs in outdoor enclosures, because it's a hell of a lot easier to set through an app all of the timers so everything goes on at the same time than it is to try and dial in the mechanical.
And then I bought this.
What is that? Is that outdoor?
This is outdoor waterproof, weatherproof LED tape, so that I can run it along the base of my railing on my deck.
No. I have to. Is that RGB?
It is RGB.
So you can change the color of that.
Yes.
Oh,
it is not. It's not pixel tape, so you can't do like alternating red green. So it's single color. Pixel tape is stupid expensive for outdoor, but you can do you can make it flash red green, but you can't do alternating colors. But this, because this is 105 feet of pixel of LED, and this is and it's two 50-foot rolls of, look at how thick that is, and it's encased in silicone.
I want to put that stuff up, and I'll space it so that I have every other, so I could do a red and a green next to each other. I want to put those up so that I don't ever have to put up Christmas lights again.
Yeah.
That is my plan when we move. And you can change the colors for whatever damn holiday you want.
I looked at that.
One and done, people.
I looked at that for the front, and it is expensive, but it is doable. But the trick is you want to put those in tracks. So you want to do aluminum tracks with a even if they're outdoor, you still want to put that inside of a track with a like a semi-transparent diffuser, film, kind of like the old school fluorescent lights, because it will protect them and make them last longer. But you can definitely do them, and they definitely sell them. And then you're not depending upon double-sided tape to hold them in place. But yep, I totally saw those, and they work for sure. And you can program those things with like the sound profiles and everything else to go up to music and all that crap. So, yep.
So my father-in-law up in Maine saw the picture that Kim posted of the garage lights that were put up, and he's already, now I'm officially a master electrician, so he's already planning on some electrical work for me when I go up there. And I said, oh, just remind me, because I'm bringing all the smart switches. You're going to have the smartest house in the North Woods when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
If I told him that hooking all of that stuff up means that he could sit there and just be, Alexa, turn the bathroom light on.
Mm-hmm.
He may never get out of bed.
Mine, so I did my bathroom. So I have it so I can turn, because I have a separate toilet area, and so I can turn the toilet light on and off. I can turn the fan in the shower on and off. I can turn the bathroom.
He's got a smart switch hooked up to his toilet, so it can be like, I like a clean bowl.
So, but yes, actually, I was just going to show you what you want to see. So here you go. So $800, Mike. That's all you need is $800 for your permanent outdoor, LEDs, and it can be yours. Why did my
now see
thing stop?
The
Go ahead.
I will do permanent LEDs. This way I don't ever have to get up on a ladder again.
Yeah, I mean, if you're only ever paying for it once, then the $800 is worth it.
Cry once.
Yeah.
That's it. Of course. Oh. Yeah. Mom bless. That's because you're on the murder toilet. I mean, there ain't no light switch by the murder toilet. I mean, come on now.
I tried to install
there you go, Mike.
smart switches for them, but this house is too old. You can't put in smart switches.
So, yep.
Well, how old is too old?
It depends how the wires run for the switches, right? So if you basically have a wire going through the switch, so a wire comes in one side of the switch and then comes out the other side of the switch, that's the only wire there because it just cuts the circuit.
You need a neutral.
You can't do a smart switch.
You need a neutral. That's what it comes down to.
Okay. That's because the switch itself needs to have power. So if it only has one wire coming through, it just sits there. Now, what's funny is they used to have like those motion control switches, and those worked fine on old wiring. But that's because with those the old incandescents, you can run a little bit of power through, and the bulb doesn't get hot enough to light up, and that was enough power for that switch to actually work. Which meant that if you had one of those motion control switches and you were just going and changing the light bulb, you could actually shock yourself accidentally because there was power. But if LED bulbs, a little bit of power, you have light. So you can't. So those don't work anymore.
There was one. I saw something that kind of goes over the switch.
Yeah, there's
turning into a smart switch.
A switch flipper, basically.
Yeah, that's basically that's exactly what it is.
And Hunter Fans has one too. It actually does go in the outlet, but it has batteries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, the journey to a smart home is, my wife was originally against it, but now she loves it because she's like, oh, I can just tell Lexi to turn on and off the light, and she can lock the security system. And I'm like, yeah, if they just made a decent freaking doorknob, then I could make sure that she locks the door. But they still make ugly ass doorknobs or battery powered.
So my whole issue, like Kim hated that I put the smart bulb in the living room in the one lamp, and when I put it in, I didn't tell her about it. I just put it in the lamp and figured, okay, we'll just treat it like a regular bulb, and I'll use it when I want. It happens to be the lamp that is right by the fish tank, so I named it Fish Lamp, so I would remember where I put the damn thing.
Yeah.
So now every night before we go to bed, somebody is telling Alexa to turn Fish Lamp off.
Yep.
So so I ran into a big issue with my Blink cameras too. And by the way, I am suddenly realizing that in my next house, I don't want any Amazon products. I mean, Alexa, unfortunately, is like the so far the best smart home assistant vocal type.
She is,
because Google Home has not caught up to that at all.
And
I
don't
realize
even
it's because
talk
Amazon
to me about
is listening to us all the time.
Yeah, don't
right?
even talk to me about Apple HomeKit. Okay, it's not it's not the same.
So here's my thing. The Blink system. I now have two stupid camera systems set up because the older one has limited cloud storage free, but you can't add any cameras to it from the new generation because the new generation, the cameras, you have to pay for storage or you have to use local storage, and there's never the two shall meet. So I have two stupid systems. When we move, I've already made it perfectly clear that I'm going with a full wired system. And I'll have a cloud server. It's probably going to be Ubiquity Networks, because I have experience with their access points and the switches, and I'm familiar with it. So that'll probably be what I go with. But Amazon is just like, I don't care. I've reached out to them and said, I thought because I had the XT2 system that, if I add a camera to that base station, oh no, it's not the base station, it's the cameras that have the storage. So if you enable remote access, I can help you set up local storage. Listen to me, I'm a freaking telecommunications network engineer for 23 years. All right, I understand local storage. I understand different networks. I understand network isolation. But I'm using every little bit of my engineering background to figure out which freaking camera I want to put where, because I need the instantaneous view when it goes off versus I have to wait for the local storage to finish saving. Yeah. I got a goddamn flow chart trying to figure out which camera best suits which location, all right?
Yeah. See, yep, that's why I have Blue Iris. I just use Blue Iris and do all local.
I don't want to go through that in this house. I mean, I know at this point I could probably sell the Blink cameras, especially the XT2s. I could sell them easily because people want those cameras to add to their system so that they have the cloud. I'm sure of that. But we had a camera that we weren't sure where we're going to put it. Kim says, put it in the garage. I said, what the hell for? She said, this way, when I ask you, is the garage door closed? We don't have to get out of bed to go check.
Yep.
I said, you are becoming a genius.
Yep, exactly. Well, and see, whereas I have smart garage door openers, so I could check them as well. But yes, no, I did put a camera on them as well.
I love smart homes, but at the same time,
I'll tell you what, a smart garage door opener can be a pain in the butt, because like when I'm working outside and I have purposefully left the garage door open because I'm going in and out of it. But yet every 15 minutes, my phone dings and reminds me the garage door is open. It gets a bit annoying. You know? It's like, I know, I did that on purpose. There should be a snooze button that says, like, snooze for 2 hours.
Like, if I'm out there grilling for dinner, especially now since it's lighter out, the blink system's arm at whatever time, I'll be going in and out the side door, and I got a dozen clips of me standing at the grill.
Yeah. See, that's why on my smart doorbell, I said, no, I'm not turning on motion, alert. If they ring the doorbell, I want an alert, but I don't want a motion alert because, one, I really don't care if the FedEx man left something on my porch, especially right now when I'm working at home. I will see him on the camera anyway. With smart stuff comes great responsibility. Yeah, it does. It does.
We get alerts from the washer, dryer, and oven.
I'm happy I didn't buy the smart microwaves, because I was thinking about it. I thought about getting a microwave that also was an air fryer, and with that came a smart microwave feature, and I'm like, I don't know that I want that. Now I do think maybe a smart oven might be a good idea because then I could preheat it from down in my office and have it ready when I'm ready for lunch, because then like 11:30, start the preheat. Of course, dumbass me leaves the pizza stone in the oven, so that's not going to do I think that won't work. But you know,
but the best part, Shaggy, is not turning on the oven, which is perfectly good. I gotta say, I love doing that, especially when you're getting Papa Murphy's pizza and you're on your way home and turn the oven on, right? Yep. No, the best part is when you're sitting there going, did you turn the oven off?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's off.
Yeah.
So wait a second. What is this? What is this leftover pizza you speak of?
Well, no. I leave the pizza stone in the oven after I take the pizza out.
I'm asking Colin because reheating pizza to me that's a foreign concept.
Yeah, I don't.
We don't do that in Jersey.
Murphy's? You don't have Papa
We don't
Murphy's
do that in Jersey. We don't reheat pizza.
Well,
You either eat it all or you eat it cold.
Cooked. They're not cooked in the first place.
Well, okay.
Order pizza from Papa Murphy's.
Papa Murphy's.
And they put toppings on and stuff, and you go and you get it, and you bring it home, and you bake it.
Yeah, it's a take.
Or you put it in the fridge and bake it a couple days later.
Wait. Wait. So,
yeah, it's the second part that he doesn't understand.
So you order this from the place with all your toppings, and they just throw everything on there for you and don't bake, put it in a box, and you take it home.
Yeah, it's called a take and bake.
Yes.
They have those at Walmart too. I get that. That's different. But this is an actual pizza place that you order this from.
Yes, but that way they can tax it as grocery, not as takeout.
You pay grocery tax because it's not cooked. Okay. First of all, yes, we have the dog bell as well, and that's the original smart doorbell. Or stupid doorbell, because ours will bark at somebody that's half a block away, and they're going to come to the door.
Ours will bark at somebody that's not there.
One of ours was barking at the yard sign from the power washing company that they put on our lawn after they did. It was reflecting a little weird, and they barked at the yard sign. Do with that as you will. Now, let's just stop right here. I have made it very clear.
Hold on. For those of you not watching, the message says 8-man eats all his pineapple and ham pizza in one sitting.
Let's be real clear about something. First of all, anybody who's listening to this show knows that I despise pineapple. I absolutely hate pineapple. The flavor, the consistency, all of it. You put that on my pizza,
almost
we're
as much as he hates Mexicans. I mean, it's legendary.
I don't hate Mexicans. I hate British people.
Okay. Sorry, I can't get your racism straight. It's a difficult.
Listen, British people, they hate me, so it's a mutual relationship here, all right? But no, pineapple does not belong on pizza. Don't get it away from my pizza. The only thing that is worse, I will sit with someone who is eating pineapple pizza, Hawaiian pizza, whatever you want to call it. I will sit with them and I will sing Kumbaya with them. When I see somebody with freaking mayonnaise and peas on their pizza, I will fight them.
Colin came over to Nate's house one day, and it was like a friend get together, and we were ordering pizza, and he goes, "Oh, have you ever tried the super taco pizza?" And we all looked at him like he had 3 heads. All right.
Taco is the best type of pizza.
But the excitement and the glee, it was like a kid on Christmas morning. You talking about super taco pizza.
Taco pizzas are my absolute favorite thing.
Taco pizza.
Super taco pizza, Mike. Super taco pizza.
Yes, it comes with sour cream.
It does not belong on pizza.
Yes, it does.
No.
You are crossing ethnicities here. No, wait. What is on this beside what exactly is on a super taco pizza?
The super taco pizza had Doritos and it came with sour cream, and that you put on after, it wasn't cooked with sour cream.
Wait, so it's a pizza with Doritos and sour cream, and that makes it a taco pizza.
No, what makes it a taco pizza is they use taco sauce instead of the usual tomato sauce.
What the hell is taco sauce? Wait a minute.
Beans.
No, I'm sorry. What is okay? Refried beans. Okay, but what is taco sauce?
Like Taco Bell sauce.
Like mild Taco Bell sauce.
Yeah.
You have Taco Bell in New Jersey, I'm
you go to the
sure.
grocery store and it's in the big jar. It says taco sauce.
No.
You don't have Taco Bells in New Jersey?
No, we have Taco Bells, but there's no big jars of taco
Well, no, but
sauce.
you know what the sauce is, right? Mild, medium,
Yeah, the
hot.
little packets.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they sell that by the bottle here in the store. You can actually buy a bottle of Taco Bell sauce.
So they use that instead of tomato sauce on a pizza, and
Yes.
they put Doritos and.
Well, this is one specific restaurant uses Doritos. That's not the important part.
that-
The important part is you put some refried beans, a mix of cheese that has some cheddar in it.
Black olives.
Yeah.
Refried beans, black olives, lettuce, all the stuff you would normally have on a nacho supreme from Taco Bell.
I was gonna say, isn't this an appetizer at Taco Bell? The Mexican
much.
pizza.
Yeah, that predates it.
So a pizza shop out there took the Taco Bell Mexican pizza and made it supersized.
It's beef,
And-
black olives, beef, black olives,
beef.
onions.
Okay, well, you left the beef
Yeah,
out.
sorry.
I was
So-
like, what's
so yes.
going on here?
beef,
So-
black
so you were
olives,
crossing
onions,
into vegan
lettuce.
territory on me here.
Yeah, beef, black olives, onions, lettuce, tomatoes, sour cream, taco sauce, cheddar cheese, and mozzarella. Plus, then your, Doritos and refried beans.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I think it's also
Look,
one of the
there's-
frozen pizzas from Red Baron, or one of those has Mexican pizza as one of their frozen options.
I do believe bringing one of those out in New Jersey will get you killed. I mean, look, we have some places by us that make some what I thought were kind of odd pizzas. Like one of the joint around the way, they make a deep dish pizza, but it's buffalo chicken, right? So, and that's one of my favorites. To just get a couple of slices, and they don't call it a taco pizza because there ain't no crisp or no crunch like a taco would have. They may call it a Mexican pizza. But there's one place by us. What is that? What?
That is a
what
super
that?
taco pizza from Godfather's.
Okay, so first of all, those are not Doritos.
They're not
just
Doritos.
nachos.
They're nachos, yeah.
Second of all, the fact that there are just packets randomly thrown in the corners disgusts me no end. Disturbs me. Like, so okay,
Yeah.
what is that?
those are what they call fries. They're just like quartered
Those are
potatoes,
not
deep fries.
No, those are not fries. Those no.
Yeah.
So that's supposed to be.
Yeah, a super taco pizza. That's what it's supposed to be.
No, put that back up. Put it back up.
Okay.
Put it back up because I'm not done criticizing it.
Yes.
So what I'm noticing here is this pizza is going to cause fights at a party, any place I'm at. Why? I'm going to give you a couple of reasons. First of all, I'm noticing the main reason is there is not an equitable distribution of the toppings amongst the slices. So you're going to get people fighting that I want this slice that has all of these black olives on it. You're going to get some people fighting like, don't give me the slice that's got all the tomatoes on it. You get,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, and you don't know what it is
by the
because
way,
it's totally covered by nacho chips.
yes. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. And Philly cheesesteak pizza. So the place by us makes a stuffed Philly cheesesteak pizza that Kim likes to get a slice of every now and then. I mean, taco pizza. See, look, it's like you're trying to be too many things at one time here. Okay, so and look, I respect that there are, we have different cultures out there. And look, I get it. I'm like a pizza snob because I'm from Jersey. I'm born and raised here in Jersey, and our governor says New Jersey has the best pizza. I don't know. I always thought New York did, even though I live in Jersey. But
well, don't talk to anybody from Chicago because they'll say that trash is the best pizza in the world. So
Chicago is a different animal. Chicago style pizza is different because you put the sauce on top of the cheese, which is a foreign concept to me.
Yeah. So,
and according to Barstool, New Haven, Connecticut, is the pizza capital of the world. But I digress.
Yeah.
Apparently, New Jersey is known for its famous taco pizzas, just nowhere close to you.
Oh, really? Where? I'd like to know.
Well, somewhere called Tony Baloney. I have no idea where that is.
Tony Baloney.
But it's showing up on Goldbelly. It says a true Jersey original.
Oh, no, no legit pizza joint in New Jersey is going to be selling their wares on Goldbelly, okay? It's not happening. We need to. Okay, so look. We got one more topic we got to cover here before we go on to the movie reviews, and I guess it kind of could tie into the whole travel thing because now that everyone who's going to be vaccinated is vaccinated. Let's be real. Some people still aren't, and some people never will be. But everybody who is now, vacations are starting again. I think the cruises are starting to go again.
Yep.
So, what is anyone planning any kind of vacation now? Like, do you feel comfortable to actually go somewhere?
Well, what's interesting is, like I said, I've got a staycation scheduled next week, and then in October, I'm actually headed out to the East Coast for a wedding. And my wife and I said, well, hey, maybe we will make a kind of a 2-week vacation of it. We'll spend a week, like we did last time. We'll spend a week out there with family doing the wedding thing, and then we will travel, where we want to. So we want to hit upstate New York again, and we were thinking maybe we'd stop by and see you guys again, Mike. So, my wife, honestly, the last time we came by, she was like, I don't know if I'm going to feel like a fourth wheel because I don't know Mike, I don't know Kim. And now she's like, I'll just talk to Kim about dogs. Her and I are great. We'll just talk puppies all night long. And
Okay.
I'm like, she's like, I like Kim. Her and I just want to adopt every dog out there. So I'm like, yeah.
Oh, God,
talk
you
to
have
her.
no idea how true that is.
I'm like, just talk to her about your want to get a goat. I'm like, I'm sure she'll be on board with it. And
Oh, God.
like, oh Christ, she
Yeah.
really
Well,
wants goats. She wants goats.
My
And
wife
I'm like,
has
no goats.
My wife has one request. My wife has one request. If you come out next time you come out, do not bring 300 cases of soda with you, please.
We won't. No.
Okay.
No, we won't bring any ski with us.
We don't even have any ski.
So no, I haven't even.
Ski-less, bro.
I haven't had any ski in a long time. So, but no, no. But so I was thinking about that, and then she's like, "And when are you and Colin scheduling a trip?" Because honestly, I carried over all the vacation days that I possibly can, so I have to burn every vacation day that I earned this year. So I'm like, well, it's going to depend on Colin and what he, looks at for vacations, and then we'll, figure it out from there. So, I know Colin's got some vacations scheduled already, so
Yes.
we'll have to figure
I have
out.
vacation craziness going on.
Yeah, so we'll have to figure out what works for him.
So here's what I've got. So my company every so often has a company get together, and where they take us various places, and like we've been to Vegas, early last year for whatever reason, we went to Boca Raton in Florida. This year, for reasons I don't understand, we're going to Puerto Rico for the weekend.
You're going to Puerto Rico for a weekend?
Yeah, we're flying out on Friday, and they're flying us back on Monday.
It seems like one of your marathon Disney trips. Really?
Yeah, I know. It sounds like, okay, well, it's a free trip, but that's kind of weird. So, anyways, I'm going to Puerto Rico at the end of July, which I imagine is not the best time of year to be in Puerto Rico.
Well, all I know is it seems like every other week Puerto Rico's getting hit by some natural disaster, so that 75% of the island is without electric. So I hope the timing is good for you.
Yeah, we're just going to be in the capital there, so hopefully it'll be good.
Okay.
Let's see, October 1st is the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. So you can guess where I'm going to be that weekend. So yes, that'll be another marathon.
Yeah, you're going to Hershey. So that's cool.
So that's just going to be a Thursday through Monday trip. So one extra day on that. But then we get to my marathon December trip. So the week before Christmas, I'm going to be staying at the Grand Floridian at the Magic Kingdom for 2 days, and then 4 days at the Polynesian. And then, because that was not enough,
you're going to
then I'm going on a 4-day cruise to the Bahamas.
Sorry, I had to throw that in there. Mike.
He said hedonism. Oh, God, I'm drunk. Okay. Kim, so... Oh, God. So, Colin, you pretty much got your vacations planned out for the rest of the year, huh?
I also have a 7-day Alaskan cruise next year in May, I think. And then next December it'll be another Disney trip. I have a 1 week, that 2 nights Grand Floridian and 4 nights at the Polynesian. That's basically timeshare points that I purchased specifically for that. And pretty much every December I'm going to be doing that particular trip. Although, depending on how this weekend cruise thing goes, I might add that in as a usual thing as well.
Okay.
We'll see.
Oh my God. So I just looked. What should I pack for hedonism? Bug repellent, spray sunscreen, face sunscreen, lotion sunscreen for body, travel first aid kit with tweezers, Benadryl, Advil, Plan B.
Wow. Okay, so let's move on. Kim and I are the only thing that we're looking to go up to Maine to see her dad in October, but I think we're all going to go with the dogs. This is the first time in, oh God, probably 4 or 5 years that we've all gone up at the same time. I mean, I've been going up yearly just to help Kenny get ready for winter, but a friend of the family up there has a small cabin that's about 3 miles from where Kenny is at. Now, Kenny, there's not enough room in the house for Kim, me, and the 3 dogs. So if we're staying at a cabin with the dogs, we can go over there during the day, and so that's going to be interesting because 2 of these dogs have never done this trip before.
Ah.
That's the 2 pups. And the one of them, Tyson, likes to pee when he gets scared. So it could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I don't think there's really any vacations planned. I'm just trying to burn up my days before the end of the year because we don't have that opportunity to carry over. What do we got going on here? So, looks like Mama Blair's got the road trips in the Northeast planned. Cisco talking about going to be in the New York, New Jersey area soon. Hey, listen, to any of the PTR listeners except to Gimp, y'all are in New Jersey, you let me know ahead of time. Yep. By all means, I'm willing to meet up somewhere, not at my house, because y'all ain't gonna figure out where I live. That's point blank and period. I'll meet you somewhere for a drink. So let's talk about CBD oil for dogs on a trip. Our one Labrador is actually on CBD oil daily for her arthritis. So I say our one Labrador because we only have one. It's not like we have multiple Labradors. Our one dog. Yeah, she's on CBD oil for her arthritis anyway. But that's pretty much all the vacations we're talking about. I would love to go on like a big trip again. I was talking to my friend Ed about going to a NASCAR race. Now that they're racing in Nashville again, I would love to go to Nashville for just to not only see a NASCAR race, but just I hear that is a party freaking town.
Yeah,
I'll be all about that, man.
It is. Now, the only thing that may throw a wrench in the works for anything and anyone is potentially...
So help me God, if you say the Delta variant, I'm going to punch this screen.
Is Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines. I just actually went to Missouri this last weekend. I had to go down, and I went down and saw my grandpa, and, luckily they're all inoculated. But it's like I'm going to the hot spot in the U.S.,
Well.
And so, yeah, it was not good.
All right, so I do have. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say there's one other topic that I want to talk about.
Uh-huh.
Because you posted this up.
Okay.
And you said there was a glaring omission from this list.
Yes. So we can.
And I have no idea what show you're talking about. Vegas is super fun. Is it really? If it's like Vegas, oh God, I can't go there without my wife.
Nashville is is like one of the bachelorette party, centrals, from what I understand. It's ridiculous. So, yes, there was 28 TV shows that were canceled and never got the closure they deserved. Now, I will admit, I didn't watch most of these shows. But here is, I'll run through these and we can talk about if any of us watched them, what they were. So, let's see here. On the top, Gabby Shaw. Anybody watch that?
That's the name of the person who wrote
Oh, okay. Never mind.
the
Sorry.
article.
Sorry. I don't know. I didn't watch that show. I don't know who that is. All right. Manifest.
No. Manifest was just canceled, and I watched the first season. I bailed on it, though.
All right. The Society.
It's popular. It might be back on Netflix or whatever it is it's on.
All right. The Society on Netflix.
I watched The Society, and I really would have liked to have seen a season 2, but it didn't dawn on me until right now that, yes, I did watch that one.
All right. Prodigal Son.
Didn't watch it, but I know my parents did, and they were very disappointed when I told them it was canceled.
Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist.
Yeah, the roads have been canceled. I watched a couple. That's good. But on my list of things to watch all at once Sunday. It's also on the list of things that Mike is going to absolutely hate. That's all I mean.
Okay.
Yes, I agree. I absolutely will hate it.
Pitch.
That's because it starred Mark Paul Gosselaar.
Yeah. No Tomorrow. Never watched it.
Never heard of it.
Nope. The Family. Nope.
Never heard of it.
Finding Carter. Nope.
Sensing a trend here.
Yep. The Whisperers. Nope. Chasing Life.
I don't know if I heard of that one or not, but I didn't watch it.
Southland.
Remember that one because that was one of the first shows that I recall getting canceled and getting picked up by another network just to pick up where it left off.
Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman. I didn't watch it.
I'm very upset.
Go ahead, Colin.
Go ahead.
Go, Colin. Go.
Upset. That's what I have for it.
All right.
Well, I was going to say I was just very upset because, God darn it, Dean Cain deserved better.
Yes. Bored to Death. I don't know. I think Colin froze. He's had the same blank stare for a little while. Flash Forward.
I was very pissed off with this one.
Okay, I didn't
I
watch
wanted
it.
Flash Forward to continue.
Joan of Arcadia. Didn't watch it. Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles.
This pissed me off almost as much as Firefly. I think we're all somebody's.
Colin froze. You're still good, Mike.
Because you're vibrating on. You're all crazy on me here.
Okay. That's weird. Everything looks okay from this side. Sliders. Sliders I didn't watch to the end is part of the thing. Is I gave up on it a couple of seasons in when they kept trading out characters. Once the main character is gone, then I was done with it. Let me see here if I can turn that off. Let me do this real quick. And go from there. That's weird. And stop that.
Okay, I'm kind of back, but you're still kind of...
All right, hold on a second.
And Colin is completely gone. Are you guys having bad weather out there?
We are having bad weather, but I don't think it should be affecting me that bad. So let me. So how's things now? Better? Worse? Same?
No, still
Weird. Let me see here. I'm just checking on Restream to see where we're at, cause see what it thinks the quality is. So it doesn't think that we're doing too bad for sending signal up. Yeah, it sees a steady signal. So that's weird.
Okay. Well, maybe. So let's just cut to the chase here. What was the one that was omitted?
So the one that I thought was omitted, and like I said, it's probably one that you haven't seen, is Stargate Universe, SGU, because that one it literally left off with a character who is either going to solve a problem or have to kill himself, and the rest of the crew in stasis trying to navigate between galaxies to escape an enemy. So you don't know what's going to happen. Is the biggest hero in the whole show going to survive? The one that you've got the most vested interest in, is he going to live or not? That's the only show that they didn't come to an end with. Stargate Atlantis, at least they ended up, landing back on Earth. SG-1, they, at least came back home. But Universe, you don't know what the hell happens to them. You don't know if they're okay or not. So there's a real question there. So I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Most of these I've never heard of. So I can't comment on Stargate because I never really watched it.
Yeah. But I mean, it was, and what's interesting is now that MGM has sold to Amazon, there's a chance that there could be a new, and that actually there's a growing thing out there that there's going to be a new Stargate, run. And according to the writer, it's going to tie up that ending. It's going to continue the canon. It won't be something separate. So that's what we're hoping. So we'll see. We shall see. I don't know.
Well, and to me, that does not bode well for one of my favorite shows, which is The Expanse. Because I've always felt that Stargate and The Expanse were similar enough that they could not be, they were competition to each other.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, because I never watched The Expanse. So I'll have to give that one a watch. But, it was, like I said, I thought it was a good show. So we'll have to see. But who knows? So let's see here. Okay. I really don't want to have all these problems when we do the movie review. I'm going to cause a problem here real quick by running a speed test and see what happens. But I'm getting tons of bandwidth down. So like 500 megs down, I don't know what my upload is looking like yet, but we'll find out.
Well, now I'm back and you at least sound good.
All right. Well, I'm bouncing off of good speeds, so.
Well, you okay? You look better now.
I don't know, unless the node
I-
had a problem, and it's resolved.
Well, I mean, I double checked my
Yes.
before I reconnected. I double checked my speed to make sure I was okay, and my ping, my upload download are fine. So
Okay. I'm gonna disconnect. At least I tried. Oh, okay. Let's see here. I tried to disconnect Colin, but there's a problem there. So, all right, folks, we are going to take a 2-minute break, and then we will be back. So the stream's going to disconnect, so everybody can reconnect here in just a couple minutes. But we will disconnect, and we'll be right back.